Woo! Guys, guys. Woo! Welcome back to the channel. Match review time, and whoa, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. We got there in the end, but boy, oh boy, it wouldn't be Leeds without a heart attack in between and all over the place. Oh my days. We did it. We did it. Whew. Massive battle today. Leeds United 2, Norwich City 1. And wow, wow. Oh my lord, yeah, Michael, I've aged 30 years in the last 10 minutes. Wow, yeah. Ravenite, you got away with one day, KG. Listen. Oof. Corey saying, come on, KG, massive 3 points. Come on, girl, how Leedsy was that? It was so Leeds, it's unbelievable. That's what you call Leedsy. That's what we do. Never easy. Graham, you got it here. Don't do it easy, do we? Never. Never. Andy C, we did it eventually. We absolutely did. Oh man, yeah, Jeremy. When they equalized, I thought that was us down. I mean, listen, we've got to talk about that, and we're going to get into all of that. There's so much to discuss on this one. Um, yeah, John H. It should have been more comfortable, but I got to tell you, the relief. It's more relief for me that the 3 points came through. I'm overjoyed, but it's the relief. I've been carrying this all day. Be like, oh no, not this game. But wow, 3 points. It's absolutely massive. It's huge, and we'll discuss the table in just a moment. But T85 afternoon KG, we lost something when Bamford went off, and Watford winning is a low. But at least Everton lost. Yeah, we're going to get into all that T85. We're going to talk about that. Yeah, relief. Yeah. Athena, yeah, scrappy 3 points all the way. I don't care how they come. Don't care. I literally would take us getting absolutely battered all game long, and then we still won at the end. Don't care how the points come. We just need to stay in the league. Yeah, Gordon, absolutely no therapy today. We're gonna enjoy this one, and we're gonna go through it because it was a you know what, the game on the whole was terrific. I don't know if I'll be saying this if it was 1-1 still, but listen, it's not. The game on the whole was terrific. I thought we thoroughly deserved the win today. By the way, we were all over the place. We were all over them. We just couldn't finish, and it did get worse after a couple of decisions in terms of tactical changes. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Yeah, Darren. Yeah, I mean this is one of them. Rodrigo for once did well, but got taken off. I don't know if he's just not fully fit or he can't make 90 minutes. But I didn't see the point of him going after Bamford went off after 45. But I guess Jesse will talk about that in the post game. Steely man, at least we dominated the entire game. We did. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice for us to actually just go through a game and not worry so much. I wasn't really worried all that much throughout the game. As we'd made those changes afterwards and Norwich were coming forward, I was thinking, no, we definitely need to get a second. But wow. Whew. Oh, someone saying that he's taken a knock. Okay. That's fine then if he was injured. Amelia at the end. Yeah, listen, we've got so much to get through. So much to get through. Daniel with a super chat. Thank you for the donation, man. That's a beer for you, KJ man. Well, I don't drink, but I'll get some super malts. How about that? That's a good substitution. Thank you so much, Daniel. Oh man, we can breathe. Yeah. Boy, I'm just about breathing, people. Just about breathing. I haven't even said the whole spiel. As you come in, if you hear there's like 200 people of you here, please like the video. Please do that for me. It's gonna be all love today, all love because they grinded it out. And I said to her, and I was on the preview with Bradley Johnson, I wasn't sure if the players had it in them. I wasn't sure how they'd be coming into this game because all the pressure on them. But wow, they certainly stepped up, and I will say all of them as well. I'm going to give credit to all of them. All of them today stepped up when they needed to be needed to. So listen, we're not going to tear into anyone today. No need. I don't think we tear anyone on this channel really, but listen, everybody knew the assignment, and absolutely went for it full heart. There was so much commitment throughout the game, and I want to get into it. There's so much. Ray with the super chat. Ray, man, big support of the channel. Thank you so much, man. Yes, yes, this company white is happy. Absolutely, every Leeds fan should be over the moon right now with that, with the 3 points, and just where mentally it takes us in the table. It takes us to a place where now teams below us, even though they got those game in hands, are looking at us like, wow, we've got to get at least 4 points to touch this team. We're in a better position now, people, much better. Everyone's talking about they're visibly aged. I mean, this is crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. But this is it, man. I haven't had this. I haven't had this kind of feeling. I would say pretty much all season. I think this overall, whether it's the emotion talking now, I'm just trying to think. 6 win, is it the best one? I think this is the best win we've had this season. I don't care that it's Norwich City. This was the Leeds United that we've seen over the past few years with the free flowing football, especially in the first half. Listen, amazing, 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 amazing. Matt Woodgate saying, what was that unbelievable, Jeff? It was, oh yeah. Listen, let's go through some points of the game. I love the setup. I thought it was more going to be two strikers with Rodrigo and Bamford up front, but I think Rodrigo plays slightly behind overall. It was nice to see Bamford starting, and I actually like that he started Bamford rather than bring Bamford on as sub. You need to start with your best players in these kind of games, and you know, a lot of people are asking me about Rafinha. Would I have dropped him? As I mentioned in the match preview, and Bradley Johnson agreed, you don't drop players like that in games like this because these guys can give you the that bit of quality that the opposition doesn't have. And we saw it throughout the game here that Rafinha had that quality. He was standing up for players. I want to talk about when he stood up for Dan James. And he set up the final goal. So that is why you keep players like Rafinha in there, even though they're out of form. You have to, because it's not the same. Everything isn't the same. Like a Jack Harrison being out of form is a lot different to a Rafinha being out of form. A lot different. So you do have to start your best players, and I think it was justified that Rafinha started. Yeah, I mean, listen, Harrison versus Aaron's. There's so much to go through, people. So let's get through it. I thought the start was aggressive. I thought the start was really good, fast paced. I thought Rodrigo was getting stuck in. Forshaw was getting stuck in himself too. Dan James, goes without saying, looks better on the wing because he's a winger. Like, it's just simple math at this point. And we saw that as well once the changes were made and Dan James was made to go up front. He was much less effective. Not his fault yet again. He's not a striker, but he was looking really good out on the wing. He was aggressive, winning the ball back, setting things up, getting chances moving. Yeah, I mean, he was just he was terrific today, Dan James, but he wasn't the only one. You know, we'll go straight to the goal. It was work by James. There was that offside that could have been, but it wasn't offside. I don't know how Leeds fans would have felt if it went the other way. But the point is, if Kabak hadn't touched the ball and Bamford had touched it, it would have been offside. That's it. That's all. It would have been offside. But because he touched it and Bamford wasn't deemed to be interfering, it was good to go. So we have to take that, and we will take that. And it was 1-0. Shameless, I know, shameless, but it was 1-0. Good finish by Rodrigo on his right foot. And you could feel, I felt it myself. I saw it in the crowd. You could feel the weight just being lifted off everyone's shoulders. It was just, we needed that goal. We needed to go ahead. Because I said it on the preview, but if we had gone behind, I think it would have turned toxic. I don't know if we would have been able to come back. So, yeah, for me, it was a legitimate goal. Rafinha had a chance at around 20 minutes from a miss kick from a Dallas cross. Dallas was also very good at left back as well. That was more like the Dallas we saw last season as well. That's what I mean. There was just so many good performances out there. It's hard to really get into them. I know it would have been gutting if we drew, but we didn't. And I know it. I mean, I know it. Just at some point during the game, Bamford being back, starting with James and Rafinha on the wing, was much more fluid. It was much more positive. Those three love to attack, go forward without stopping here and there. It was much more fluid throughout with Rodrigo behind them too. I thought everybody in attack did really well today up until the subs. Penalty shout on Dan James, not for me, shoulder to shoulder. I wouldn't be very happy if we conceded that. And then there was just a moments later, Dan James could have pulled the trigger. didn't pull the trigger, and yeah, the chance went missing. And then I noted so many chances. This has been more like it, but will it be costly? That's when I noted that around 40 minutes. Yeah, Bamford's miss as well. Listen, he might be rusty, he might be, but that miss was awful. Rafinha, good link up play with Bamford, and I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he did. I thought it was quite a nonchalant finish. I thought he was finishing like he had already tucked 20 this season. I thought he could have done a little bit better than that. But yeah, it was a bad miss. And I noted what half Strauch Llorente was solid. I thought they were really good today. Llorente looked like he was back to his best. And I always knew that Llorente was just a little bit off form. He didn't lose it. And I thought he was really good today. I thought Llorente was back to his best. Dallas was a threat down the left, and our front three were buzzing. Front three were buzzing. Second half, we see then Harrison come on for Bamford. Obviously, Bamford couldn't last as long as we would have liked him to. But you know what, Jack Harrison? I want to say it just after. There was an offside goal, Dan James. He was behind the play when Rafinha had a shot. So, can't argue with that. Forshaw, and I did note though, Forshaw's hustle to win the ball to Rodrigo in that sequence of play was very good. And I thought Mateus Click was good while he was there too. I know Shakara. Mateus Click was actually decent when he was behind. I didn't think much of him when he went up front, when he moved forward. I don't think he's very effective there. But I thought before Rodrigo had to come off, I thought Mateus Click was doing okay in that position. So, yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to him. I know again at 60 minutes, we needed another goal for comfort. But yeah, listen. And then there was that bit with Llorente. He lost the ball, but he did absolutely everything. And there's been stuff measured at a couple of the players, and I'll say the non British players, that they're not committed to the cause. Llorente lost the ball, but man, did he do everything to get it back? He was on the floor. He was using his head on the floor like a Phil Jones kind of tackle, and he got the ball back, and he actually set up another charge going forward. So shout out to Llorente for that. Strauch as well. Strauch was excellent today. And I noted as well, Harrison being an SOB with Max Aarons. Jesse Marshall had noted before that he wanted Harrison not to be a good guy on the pitch, but to be more of an SOB. And I thought Harrison did that today. I thought he was giving Aarons. He was rattling Aarons today. Like Aarons was shook. His head was gone, and that was down to Jack Harrison not being such a nice guy on the pitch. Good to see. We need to see more of that from Jack. He needs to be more aggressive. And yeah, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And then Norwich on 70 minutes, they play a row off the bar after a good sequence between Brandon Williams and Timu Pukki. Woo! Heart was going. Not gonna lie, heart was absolutely going. And then I did note here. So it was after 70, between 70 and 75. The attack kind of looked like it was in previous weeks once Rodrigo and obviously Bamford had gone off. It was a lot less fluid. The cohesion wasn't as good. There was no focal point up front anymore. So it was kind of like ping ball again, where we couldn't make the ball stick up front once Bamford and Rodrigo went off the pitch, because they both had really good games up until the points where they went off. So we did lose a lot in that instance. And then you get the penalty incident on 75 minutes. And I thought, oh my days, Luke, what have you done? What have you done? You've just undone all this hard work. And listen, until I saw the replay and I saw that player actually stepped on Luke Aylin's leg, I was fine. Once I saw the replay, I thought there's no way they're going to give a penalty for that, because the player actually steps on Luke Aylin's leg himself. But Luke Ayling did a very good job of making himself look guilty, didn't he? He actually looked like, oh God, what have I done? But thankfully, VAR told the ref to go back and check, and usually 90% of the time, 99% of the time, they overturn those and it goes back in your favor. And what a relief. What a relief. And I noted as well, it was getting feisty. It was getting real feisty. I love it. I love when games get feisty like that. But Forshaw went over easily to buy a free kick. Thank you. Thank you. I know everybody loved the halo angelic football under Marcelo. I get it. but you don't get nothing in the Premier League by doing that. And I applauded Forshaw for going over and winding the Norwich players up. It takes that. It takes that kind of, you have to do that kind of stuff. You have to play those games. The dark arts, we need more of it. So applauded for that. Raf free kick off the bar, you know how it goes. And then Dan James, I noted this down as well. Yet again, for some people that have been calling out Rafinha's effort and everything else like that. And I fully admit he's probably got one eye on the exit door in the summer, but you can't question his effort. Dan James conceded a free kick. Norwich players were shouting at Dan James. Rafinha just steps in and backs the beef. I love it. Give me that. Back the beef. And he backed Dan James, and Norwich just had to retreat. I love that kind of stuff. I love that kind of stuff. And then we have the moments of madness, and I'm going to get into your comments everywhere. You know how we do it, people. I'm going to get to your comments in just a moment. But Norwich equalised 90 plus 1 minute. Pookie pulled back to McLean, and he scored. And my heart sank. I don't know how you guys felt. My heart just sank. I thought no, because I'm looking at Watford winning, and I'm thinking, geez, the points gap is too little. We needed the 3 points, because I never expected Watford to beat Southampton. I didn't. But wow, you know, Norwich get the goal back, and you're thinking maybe they could go forward and win. But thankfully, nope. Gelhardt gets to come on, and Joe Gelhardt gives us that moment of quality that I've been saying the guy can give us. But listen, it's all in the past. He gives us the quality today. Rafinha, actually, he won the ball back. Rafinha goes forward, goes around players, cuts it back. Gelhardt just puts it into the net. Game over. Game over. Or was it? But that's when you just felt the relief, everything just in that, just the emotion, just the feeling of, we've got the 3 points. We needed the 3 points. Confidence, points on the board. Stop this awful run. The six losses in a row with so many goals conceded. We needed that today. We absolutely needed it. But then, you know, it wasn't over. Tim Krul goes up from a Norwich free kick, and he actually put through a ball to Pookie. And what a point blank stop from Meslier. Meslier needed that as well. Meslier needed that save at the end, just to know that he's still at the number one, outright number one, because he has been low on confidence. But that save was everything. Because I think 2 weeks ago, maybe that ball goes through Meslier. Maybe it does. Maybe it does go through him. But he kept us in it, and he saved us dropping 2 points. He saved it. So that is the game. That is all I could know. There was a lot to get through. There was absolutely a lot to get through. And I'm going to come to your comments right now, people. Please. Oh, wow. There's a lot of people in the chat right now. A lot of people. We're dining off a victory. It's so beautiful, isn't it? Please smash a like on the video if you haven't done that already. Please do that. It's free of charge, and you just help out the channel. Just going to go through the super chats. I've starred them all. Fiona, I was very happy with the amount of chances we created today. If we keep playing like that, we'll stay up easily. Absolutely. It was beautiful. It was great to see Jesse make the adjustments today, because for me, and I said it with Bradley Johnson on the preview, I felt like he had just taken the mantle from Bielsa and didn't really change all that much besides making us narrower. He was still leaving Dan James up front. He was still putting Dallas at right back, etc. I thought that he put a bit more of his own stamp on the lineup today, especially with putting Rodrigo and Bamford in the advanced positions. Really good to see, and James and Rafinha out wide. That's what I've been wanting to see. You know, with all due respect to Harrison, I think that James and Rafinha are our first choice wingers right now. So, and it was good to see Harrison come on with a point to prove, and he did that. He did his part today, Jack Harrison. Absolutely did that. Messi FC. Hey, Messi, man, he's in the mud, you know, getting booed by his own fans. But listen, Messi FC, make way from Everton, folks. Love KG316. Right, shout out to you. You must be a Coppish fan. John with the super chat, no comment, but thank you for the support, John. Supermania, love that run from Llorente into the opponent's box. Showed how fired up the boys are instead of going low. marching on together. Gelhart, absolutely. I mean, Llorente was outstanding. It was like the old Llorente before this couple of months of really horrible form, and he has been off form. Um, but yeah, it was good to see today. Him and Strat today, absolutely brilliant, and Dallas too. Mark Jones, Phil Hay tweet. Thank for that. So funny, KG. I don't get that, Mark. I must be missing something. I'll go and check in a bit. Forbidden Forest with a super chat. Thank you, Smoothie for KG. You know the drill, Forbidden Forest. I will certainly get a smoothie. Thank you so much, man. Mr. P with a super chat, constant supporter of the channel. I told my missus this morning that I had a feeling in my waters that we'd win this game. But why do we make it so difficult for ourselves? Mr. P, it's the Leeds United way. When do we ever do anything easy? When do we ever do that? It's just what we do. Darren Wong with a super sticker. Thank you, Darren. Colin, Colin with a super chat. Thank you, Colin, man. Big support of the channel too. I smashed my remote control and couldn't turn it off. Then went to smash the TV and we scored a few. Well, shout out to your TV living another day, Colin, man. Thank you for the support. Wow. Katrina, did you see all the Norwich players trying to stop the ref going over check the VAR? Yeah, you have to, and it's these are things that happen in the game. These are things that happen, but listen. Rich, yes, KG, what a struggle that was, massive points. Yeah, the thing was for me, Rich, the struggle was just putting the ball in their net. We did outplay him through the game. We really did. We just couldn't put the ball in the net. But I mean, Kieran's got a good point when it goes for you. Kieran, it's a good point. Late winner over an easy 5-0. There's a lot to be said for that because I tell you, the adrenaline's still going through me right now. Really and truly right now. Whereas if you win it by 5, you got time to cool down. But whoa. Crazy. With a comment, yes, KG brother, your boy became a man today. All hail King Gelhart. Absolutely. You just needed the opportunity in that kind of setting too, where you're chasing the game, not when you're 2-0 down, not when you're 3-0 down, not all that nonsense where he kept on being asked to come on before. Give him that chance in a pressure cooker. He's got it in him. You can see he's got that mentality. He's got that elite mentality that's going to take him to that next level. Hopefully it's with us. But yeah, Gelhart absolutely earned that with today. All 3. Sajal, 3 or more of those and we're safe. What do you think? Yeah, absolutely. But there's teams below us that are doing all their best to make it easier for us, and we can only thank them for that. Everton, absolutely in the done yet. They're done. Everton, they're just done. So all we can do now, what I'll say, just look after ourselves. Never mind other people right now. Let's just keep an eye on ourselves now after that win. It's kind of back in our hands because those clubs behind us with the games in hand, I mean, do we really trust them? I mean, even yesterday, Burnley, they were doing well. They were out the bottom 3 until 2 late goals from Brentford killed them and made them stay there. So listen, and let's talk about that. I'm just going to the table now. Yeah, because Wolves won away at Everton 1-0. I mean, Wolves, that's going to be a tough game next week, but let's not talk about that right now. Southampton losing at home to Watford, never saw that coming. Although Cucho Hernandez has given me some good fantasy points with the bench boost today. Man, what a day. What a day. 2 goals. Come on. FPL points in the bag. But with that win for Watford, they are now on 22 points. So what is currently Norwich bottom, I think Norwich are gone. Burnley with 2 games in hand on 21 points. We're on 26. Watford on 22, play 29 like us. Everton have 3 games in hand, but honestly, I don't see them winning all 3. I may not even see them winning 2. So we might be in good. Stead. I really do. It's amazing what a win can do when you're at the bottom of the league. Conrad, KG, I haven't seen you smile in ages. It's been nothing to smile about, Conrad. It's been absolutely dead. But you know what? This makes it worth it today. We are one of the worst teams in the league, but this is what you got to do. You got to beat the other worst teams around you. And come on, we have to take that going forward. Uh, let's have a look. Lewis C looked like a struggle in midfield, and the midfield transition with Cup replacing Rodrigo. That sub wasn't necessary, nearly cost. Yeah, it was a weird one. It was a strange one. It was almost like I thought he was trying to batten down the hatches at 60 minutes. I was like, "Ooh, bit early here, Jesse." But listen, we come out in the end. All we can do is just celebrate the 3 points. We're really in no position right now to worry about the performance when we've got 3 points. We are not in that position, unfortunately. I wish we were, but we just got to take the 3 points and move on to the next game, which is Wolves. Leandro with the super chat. Thank you so much for the support. Lead support this year, Leandro from Brazil. Shout out to you from Brazil, man, and shout out to wherever you're watching from around the world, man. Feel free to put where you're watching from in the comments, man. Let me know where you're repping, man. It's all good, all good. But yeah, I'm gonna get into some more of your comments because I've got nothing else to say. Yeah, we all need a happy KG. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Yeah, Katrina, hit the like, please. Yeah. There's over 800 people in the chat. Superb numbers on a win. You know, people love to feast out on my pain. People actually tune in just to see me in pain. It's actually mad. So good to see everyone here for the win. Please hit the like button. Please do that for me. It's free of charge. Um, Mike Adams, that certainly was tense. I can't get it. It's gone up, but that's a great comment. Mikey, all about the points right now. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, Vavi, now let's push on for Europe. Easy. And shout out to you, Vavi, man. You kept me saying in that watch along the other night, you're one of many that just kept me going through that awful Aston Villa performance. Uh, Russ, another good supporter of the channel. Russ, good afternoon, KG. That result must not be underestimated. Hopefully, we'll see a different Leeds from here on in. That's all we can ask for. It's going to take something like that. It takes 3 points for the team to get a bit of confidence back. All those beatings that we were getting, especially by huge score lines, it doesn't do the players' confidence any good. But this today, with the way that the fans were as well today, that I saw the fans absolutely going mental. I wish I was in the crowd for that one, but yeah, that's what it takes. That's what it takes, and I feel much better going into the Wolves game now than I would have if we had, even come out with a draw. I don't think it would have been good to go into the Wolves game with a draw. But listen, we're here now. We're here now. Stephen Hay, what special movement was from Gelhart, true natural striker. Yeah, and as many people have mentioned, it would have been nice to have seen him come on, like for like with another striker. But listen, as the saying goes, everything happens for a reason, right? Everything happens for a reason. So maybe it was fate why he came on when he did to get the goal when he did. So we have to take that and take the 3 points. Yeah, I mean, listen, this is crazy, Timmy, KG happy is so weird. Listen, there's been nothing to be cheerful about. We literally lost 6 games in a row previously. I don't know what I'm supposed to do through that, but yeah, it's much better now, of course. Matt Sweeby, Norwich right back Max Aarons might look good in a Leeds shirt. Well, Matt, I mean, I've said this before about Max Aarons, and I think I've got concerns about Max being at Norwich so long. It's kind of similar to Ryan Sessegnon at Spurs. He left Fulham and went to Tottenham, and it's not really gone like it did when he was at Fulham. And I just wonder if Max Aarons can shake off the stink of Norwich straight away. I don't know, but listen, I would not be adverse to see Max Aarons at right back for Leeds United. Certainly wouldn't, but I just wonder if he's got the mentality to come back and not be in such a losing situation. I don't know, but we'll see, because I don't think his game's developed all that much. His crossing isn't all that. His defending is still like this. When I think at this point, Max Aaron should be a little bit better, but he's still young and still got a lot of time. I got a lot of time for him. He did get rattled by Jack Harrison today, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. He should definitely not be in the championship with Norwich next season. He's already done that a couple of times now. Nathan saying first half just shows you how important Bamford is. Didn't do much with his shooting, but he just impacts everything, brings his team to a different level. And this is Nathan brilliant point, because I've said this previously, because the thing always leveled at Bamford at the start was that he only got one goal in what was it, 5 or 6 games. But it's his movement, and it's the way that he can make the ball stick up front and make everything else around him move more fluid. And we saw that today. We saw how good Rafinha, Rodrigo behind, and Dan James were moving today. And that's because you have a focal point of a striker. If we had another striker like Bamford or just another option, we would have been better. I mean, that's again the old recruitment thing, but we won't do that today. But it just shows you exactly what you need when you've got an actual striker in there, somebody in there. And the ball pulled back by Rafinha for Gelhardt, who's running in. I looked at Cristiano Ronaldo yesterday. He scored a goal like that yesterday, and I was thinking to myself, we've missed that all season. Just somebody who will just run in, get those easy tap-ins and get it, and we got it today. So shout out to the team. Steely man, it did seem like fate that Gelhardt scored the winner. Yeah, all the questions this year. Is he good enough? Is he ready? Is he this? Is he that? He's showing that today. Avilio, we love you, KG. Well, I love you guys too, man. Chat is absolutely buzzing today. Absolutely buzzing. Thank you so much for the love in the chat today. It's all love today. It's all good. Jay Patel, KG, might have missed you speaking on this, but what do you think when that pen was given? Yeah, I did. I've mentioned it already, but just quickly, I thought it was clumsy by Ayling to dive in. But once I saw the replay of their players stepping on Ayling's leg, I knew it was going to get overturned. There was no way they could give that. No way. Gail, shout out to Gail. So nervy it was. It was. Chris Baldwin, auto crying because he had to stand for a draw at Ladbroke. Come on, Chris. Chris, I know you of your name. Be fair to the team now. Be fair. I didn't see auto crying, but he's an emotional guy. So yeah. Triple G, love Llorente sticking it on the ref after bad refereeing decision. That's a real leader captain. But this is what I'm saying. Triple G, absolutely correct. But that was Llorente before he went into bad form. He was doing all that before, even when a certain Liam Cooper was around. He was the one that was being more vocal. I mean, I've got the match reviews to prove it. I remember the games, but that's what he done, and it was nice to see him back to what he was doing before. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to him. Dale Harrison was a real SOB today. Yeah, I reckon Jesse Marsh is going to be giving him a lot of back pats today because he did exactly what Jesse would have asked him to. Let's have a look. Katrina, yeah, the other night we were all depressed. It was horrible. The Villa game was just, it was awful, wasn't it? And that's why we were. I mean, I can only speak for myself. I don't know about you guys, but that's why I was so like tense about this game coming up, because I've always said it on this channel. Everyone knows, if you can't go into games thinking you'll beat Burnley, Norwich, and Newcastle at home, then what's the point of being here? But unfortunately, we are one of those teams now where people look to us to think, if we can't beat Leeds, then what are we doing here? And maybe that's what Norwich are thinking after today. Harrison Kemp, that commentator, was so biased to Norwich. I don't know who the Scottish guy was, but yeah, he definitely felt bad for Norwich today, didn't he? He was definitely on the Norwich. Maybe he used to play for him. I don't recognize the voice though. Tony. KG, didn't know you knew how to smile. Tremendous. Thank you, Tony. Athena was really impressed with Dallas, Rodrigo, Llorente, Harrison, and Gelhardt today. Can't disagree. I've even got to give love to Forshaw and Click for keeping things buzzing in the midfield. Got to give him a little bit of credit. Yes, Forshaw was passing back a bit in the first half, but I think he stepped it up in the second half. So shout out to them. Let's have a look. Marquez, chat's on fire. Absolutely is. Looking forward to the debrief. Love your content. Great win today. Could see how much Rafinha wanted this. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, absolutely. Rafinha wanted it today. And I mean, he posted out a post on Instagram. And I know you take those things with a pinch of salt, but it was translated. I think it was something like stay positive. And I don't think he would put that out for no reason. I just don't think him or his team would put that out for any reason. So He was going to be hungry today, which again is why I would never have dropped him for a game like today against Norwich. And he was proved right. Proved right. Yeah, we can actually watch a match of the day today without looking through the TV like this, like that. It's going to be nice. So, Joe, stop telling. Oh man, absolutely brilliant, man. Oh, everyone's just buzzing in the chat. This is excellent. This is more like it, man. This is more like it. Mark Dooley, I miss Melier says thanks to my dodgy stream. I don't know which one you want. We had to go all around. Oh no, shh. Yeah, we had to go all around the place for the streams today, but we got the job done. Oh man, everyone nerve wracking. Listen, let me just see if there's any quotes being said. Quotes being said. Uh, absolutely buzzing. I'm still buzzing, people. I'm still on top of the world. Has there been anything said yet? No quotes as of yet. Let me try Popey. He's usually good. Right, here we go. Let me give you some quotes. Jesse Marsh, just a quick one here. I thought the performance brought the crowd into it today. We played well. We deserve that today. Yeah, I mean, listen, the crowd were a bit subdued at times, but I said it on here before. You have to give the crowd something to get up for. You know, the Leeds fans will always back you, but you need to give us something. And I think he's right. I think the team did that today, so the crowd were into it. He's absolutely right. Marv says Bamford is fine. He just couldn't go anymore, so that's the reason why he was subbed off at half time. Fair dues. Gelhart said it was crazy. We could have put the game to bed. Just happy to get the 3 points. Gelhart sound like a real good team player out there. Tom talks, hold me cagey. Dallas on Melier's late save. Huge credit to Ilian. He saved that one with his head. Otherwise, it's 2-2. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And I'm sure more post match talk will come on after this. But listen, people, wow. Let me see. Let me just get. What time are we on? I'll just get in a couple more of your comments, and then we'll bounce. Martin Ackroyd, hi KG, the team really grafted today. Couldn't ask any more for him. The work rate, everything, effort, quality on the ball as well. I mean, the finishing. We are where we are for a reason. But yeah, cannot can't say anything bad about him today. We just can't. Man of the match, Sajaya, man of the match. Ooh, man. Shout everyone else in the comment as well. Give me your man of the match for today, just before we leave. Wow. Jeez, that's a good question. That's a really good question. PSF, Gelhart, man. He's giving it Gelhart for the he or she giving Gelhart for that work. Fair dues. Tommy Raff. Gelhart getting a bit of love here. Melier, Tom Gatlin, Strauch. Man of match was Junior not playing. Oh Lord. Behave. Yeah, you know what, Slim? You know, I think I'm with Slim on this one right now. Raf was really good today. You know what? I don't know. Can I give it to Dan James? Some shouts for Click. Someone said Tim Krul. That's tremendous. Yeah, I mean, Sean, that's a good shout too. Llorente, man of the match. Yeah, Athena, Dan James, or Llorente. Listen, wow. I mean, yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. And you know what? It's nice to have this kind of problem, isn't it? How many times have we gone through games and just said all of them have been awful? Now we can't even decide a man of the match. Look at all the names being given. Yeah, Katrina. You know what? I'm gonna cop out. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna sit on the fence. I got splinters. Katrina, the whole team. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. I think everyone deserves the full credit today. Yeah, Triple G was just thinking that a team 4 man of the match. Yeah, we'll go with that. But listen, people, we'll take the 3 points. We're going to wrap this up now. I'm going to watch the next game. I think Arsenal are playing now. Arsenal playing Leicester. Yeah, they're playing Leicester, so I'm going to go and watch that. As I said, please leave your thoughts, leave your comments, leave your man of the match thoughts in the comments after the video. Like the video, please do that for me. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. And yeah, listen, we'll take the 3 points and we move. Peace.